Hi everyone, it's Marla. Welcome back to my channel, Eclipse Astrology and Tarot. I'm here with your weekly reading for the week of November 28th. And it is Thanksgiving week here in the States, so technically I'm on vacation. So this is going to be a little bit of an abbreviated reading, but I did want to give you an idea of what was going on energetically this week. So the first card up is the overall energy, seek. All right, so this week we are going inward. Now, the last few weeks I've been talking about you wanting to make a decision, you having a lot of things going on in your head, feeling anxious, being maybe stuck, being torn between what your head wants and what your heart wants. And this week sees us going inward, hopefully meditating. But if you don't meditate, it's fine to just spend time alone and go inward and get in touch with your heart. Because your heart really knows what you're supposed to be doing and where you're supposed to be going. For many, many people, change is here. And the mind does not like change. The mind's job is to protect you. And when things are in change, the mind doesn't know what to do because it doesn't know what's next. Things are unpredictable, and so the mind likes to go crazy and create a lot of fears. So you want to go within, quiet your mind as best as you can. And I want those of you who don't meditate to know that you do not need to completely quiet your mind in order to be considered meditating. And get in touch with your heart, because the heart is where your soul lives, and it's where your connection to Source is and your connection to the universe. So spend some quiet time this week. And you may find yourself feeling kind of lonely and isolated this week. You know, it is Thanksgiving week here in America, but I'm feeling like you could be in a crowd of people and yet still feeling very much alone and misunderstood and not exactly comfortable with having a bunch of people around you. And that's okay. It's our time to reconnect with ourselves and who we really are. So the next card is our hidden influence. Release. Well, we're all familiar with this card, aren't we? The Death card. So we are getting rid of the old to make way for the new. We're purging and shedding all those old belief systems, relationships, thought patterns, situations that are no longer serving our highest good. We're shedding our skin, shedding our darkness, letting more light in. So, again, major transformation. Big changes are in the works for everybody these days. And it doesn't have to be bad. I'm kind of feeling like everyone gets like, oh no. But change can be good. Change can be invigorating and refreshing and can spark new inspiration. And like death, change is inevitable. And you really need to let go. Just go with the flow. The reason that you're struggling is because you're trying to retain control of things that are beyond your control. And the more you seek to control, the worse you're going to feel, because you're not going to be in alignment with your heart and soul. And the reason that you might feel like pulling inward this week is because you're in a process of mourning. As you release the old, there's sadness because things are not going as you expected. You don't have control, and you don't know where you're going, and you don't know what the future looks like. And that's a process of mourning the old. Okay, hidden influences. I'm sorry, this is advice from Spirit. Open up. So, Spirit is saying you're very, very restricted right now. You're turned inward maybe too much. You're like this. You're like all closed off. Don't come near me. And the things that you want are trying to manifest, but your energy is pushing it away. So you're holding on too tightly. Again, you're not letting go, trying to control. And it's effectively creating an energetic block to what you're trying to manifest. So if you're trying to manifest a new relationship, no one can come into your life if you've got a big wall up in front of you. And money cannot come into your life if you're holding on to everything that you have for dear life, because what that does is creates lack in your life. And it sounds counterintuitive, but when you feel like you're in a state of lack, you get more lack. So you need to open up to the abundance that you have, count your blessings, be grateful. And, if you are celebrating Thanksgiving this week, it's a good time to count all the blessings that you have in your life. When you see the good, you don't need to hold on so tightly. Okay, you see that you're being taken care of. The universe has your back, and it's not going to let anything happen to you. There's a lot of good in the world. Sorry, I just felt someone feeling like the world is a really bad place, and so they need to protect themselves, but it's not. There's a lot of good and beauty in the world. And I hear a lot of you saying, I've been hurt in the past and my heart's been broken and I can't go through that again. But if you feel that way, you're not going to be able to attract a new kind person into your life. You have to give love to get love.